Hi, this is Jason Krantz. Welcome to Kingpin TV. Today I'd like to talk about how we pull cars in and protect them while we're working on it when we do an audio system for you. So after we pull them in and we do the complete electrical check-in, which what I mean by that is rolling the windows down, checking the blinkers, honking the horn, and making sure all those features and functions work, we go to the actual battery of the car, which we like to call the heart of the car, the nervous system. So what we want to make happen is make sure that that stays fully charged while you're working on the vehicle. Now we're going to use one of our 5 machines that we have here, and this is one of those. This happens to be our biggest one. The main difference between this one and the other ones, this also allows me to check the health of your alternator. Now why would that be important? Well, like this particular system, we're doing a pretty big amplifier in it that it's a really sound quality amplifier, and what we don't want to happen is have engine noise in the car. Now we do know our components and stuff. Typically we don't run into this, but every now and then you will see it. And what we have found over time is a lot of times the alternator has a slightly bad diode and it causing that. And this machine will let me know that ahead of time. It makes a lot of sense to catch that in the beginning, doesn't it? Now the other thing that this particular unit does too is it allows me to check the current health of your battery, your cold cranking amps, where the alternator sits during crank and charge. And then when I'm all done doing the test, it's going to spit me out a receipt right here. And then that way I can look at it. If there's an issue, we're going to call our client immediately and address that issue before we get going. That way that you know and I know where your condition of your car is. Now let's check out the inside and see how we protect the car there as well. Now once we get to the inside of the vehicle, after we've done the check-in and we've got our tender on, what we want to do is we want to protect the seating area and the floorboards of the car. So as you can see in this particular one, what we do is we have it's a canvas style neoprene / nylon seat covers that we end up putting on across the seat, and it actually lays across the floor. The important part is this door seal right there. And the reason why that's important is we get in and out of the car, I don't want to damage any of the entry points. And also to protect a little bit further from entry and why it's in our possession, we will tape off all the edges of all the entry points of the vehicle that we're going to be getting in and out of. And you're kind of wondering, you see that there's no door panel here, you kind of go, well, what do you do with all the parts to protect them off the car? That's a very good question. Why don't you follow me over here and I'll show you where we keep them at. These are what we call our teardown racks. So what we do is all the parts and pieces for this particular job are going to go on here, including the work order that states what kind of system we're putting into the products going into it. As we will disassemble the car, we'll put them on these magical hooks here that hold like the door panels. And if we happen to take a back seat out or something, on the back side of the rack, we have these flip down bars, so we can put the seat cushions or that type of thing, or we can add a small piece of wood on top of here and put the seats on there, on the lower ones if we're taking the seats out of the car. The great part about this is it keeps everything well organized into the car so we don't lose any kind of parts and pieces. And at nighttime, if your car happens to stay the night and it's a larger project, all these go into a secret little room in the back. Just one more way that Kingpin takes care of your car while it's in our possession. Thanks for watching this episode of Kingpin TV. It's a pleasure to show you how you protect cars. If you'd like to find out some more information about our other videos, please check out our YouTube channel or follow us on the web at kingpincaraudio.com.